Laurie Daly goes into the centres from 5'8" to partner Terry Hill. Brad Fittler at 5'8", he captains the team. Andrew Johns at half.
Rogers and Saylor on the wings. Matty Singh and Darren Smith in the centres. Kevy Walters, 5'8". Adrian Lamb, halfback and captain.
And here he is, Adrian Lamb. A controversial selection, leading Queensland out for the Harvey Norman, first of the series. They said it wouldn't work back in 1980, and Senator Ron McAuliffe said, "You're mad, it will." The Blues are there, almost blown back into the dressing room by the booing. Daly will play centres. It is time on. We are underway. The Blues bring it back with Rodney Howe. Webke with a nice step. Ball has been knocked down. They're offside, the Blues. Penalty to Queensland. At 0-0, it's on its way. Looking good! It is 2 points! 5 gone for New South Wales. They're 10 metres away from the line. And Johns goes to the air. It's on Saylor's wing. The bat down's good for the Blues. Hill is with it, but the referee has found the ball propelled forward. Originally propelled forward. New South Wales slowing to play the ball down as long as they could. Now it's a penalty again to the Maroons. It's against the New South Wales player. At 2-0, courtesy of his boot. This time it's there again. 4-0, 2 penalties for Rogers. That's all we've got. Lang put away on 5.
And in my mind, Ray, Queensland having much more success working it out of their own danger end than New South Wales, as Walters gets a rushed kick away. Well taken by Geyer. Not an easy take. But he's driven back.
Whoa! You can feel the ground rumble. Now for Johns. On for Daly. Daly puts his kick high. Coming down to Robbie O'Davis. Taking it confidently. Now away for Rogers. He beats Geyer. Put down inside the touchline. Matt Rogers. Away from Howe, away from a second, away from a third. Outside the 20-metre line. What a good run. Adrian Lamb and Kevin Walters now. Walters begging for support. Price. Tackled on the 30, his own end. Rogers has got a problem.
That would spell danger, Matty Rogers, because he is Queensland's only goal kicker.
Lang. Struggling, straining run. Customary of Martin Lang. Jason Smith. This kick has more volume about it. Oh, no! No, he's ruled that it hit the line. That is out. I thought it was just inside the line. Darren Albert for Laurie Daly. Daly to the 10-metre line. Has scored more tries in Origin than anybody out there. Fletcher will play it now. New South Wales coming left. John inside and Fittler puts it down. Robbie O'Davis comes away.
Well, that's probably one area of the game that I think Queensland are going to have to be very careful of at the moment. The inside pass tends to create a little bit of disturbance as Wendell Saylor opens up an opportunity. The ball being thrown around. What a wonderfully open attacking game of football, but they're going to have to start thinking about controlling the football again. Don't get carried away by the occasion here.
Gower to the right for John. Johns for Fletcher. Fletcher confronted by Walters. Gets it away for Mundy. Mundy. 40 metres out from the Queensland line. New South Wales looking for an opening. Looking for a crack in the veneer. Terry Hill! Terry Hill! And here's Mundine! Mundine! He puts it over the line! He scores a try on debut! Terry Hill found the crack, and Anthony Mundine found the line! And it's 4-all!
What a rare crack it is. Matt Singh, you do not see him miss tackles one-on-one. Terry Hill, such a powerful runner, in and away, goes on the outside of Matt Singh, steps inside Robbie O'Davis, could have scored himself but was unselfish and finds Mundine on the inside, and he has made an impact since coming on. But this, it is very, very rare to see a missed tackle from the number 3.
Unbelievable, but I'm telling you, Terry Hill, this is the form he's been in the last month. He's been playing terrific. Probably could have got there himself, but I think he was running out of juice as well. And Mundine gets the try, breaks the, well, it's the first try of the match, no doubt about it. And the Blues get it.
800 odd points for Penrith. Bang, there it goes, and the Blues are in front. New South Wales 6, Queensland 4 at the 32nd minute. Johns gets up nursing the head. The ball going down to the 20-metre line for O'Davis. And O'Davis puts on a sprint. Robbie O'Davis loses the ball, but a marvellous run nevertheless.
Oh, what a run from Robbie O, and it took a tackle from his Newcastle teammate and Darren Elwood to bring him down. He does that little how you going with the feet, gets through, and then he was away.
Edging up to half-time. Stevens.
Well, we've got a penalty here against Jason Smith.
Yeah, bad news for Matt Rogers. He's got a twisted knee. They're going to wait until half-time, after half-time, and see how he is. He can't put any weight on it at the moment.
33 metres out. It's on its way. And it's across the face. Sailor bringing it out. Back on the inside for Tallis. And Terry Hill, who played a dominant role in the try, makes the tackle down the blind side. As Lamb gets away from Rodney Howe. Goes into a gap. Sailor tries to promote it. 18 metres away from the Blues line. Queensland looking for an early second half try. Lamb puts a towering kick up. Stacks on the mill. That's over the dead ball line. And a line dropout. To the blind. Tallis. A metre from it. Hetherington. Walters. Long for Lamb. Lamb, a lofted ball. Here they go! Here they go! They're in! Queensland are over!
Are they in?
Matt Rogers has scored all the points!
Well, let's have a look. They've gone to the video.
I'm going to check the grounding of the ball.
And you can hear that Bill Harrigan, he's not 100% certain that Rogers has got the ball down.
The side-on shot still says to me there's a finger on the ball with downward pressure.
Yeah, that's how the rule reads. It's strange, isn't it? You've only got to have a fingernail on the ball. I've got to agree with the other two. Front on, it looked like he definitely dropped the ball, but you have a look at this one here, and there doesn't seem to be...
No.
Did the ball actually slip out of the claws?
I don't know. I think he's lost it still.
Okay.
I think he loses the ball there.
Well, the pictures I've seen indicate there might be still a finger on the ball with downward pressure.
No try.
No try. They have decided. Andrew, what else can you tell us from the New South Wales room?
Well, I know that Junior was very disappointed about the kick chase, and he emphasised that a number of times. He wanted to know who responsibility it was for the players. And, you know, they all put their hand up and said, we're going to make sure we put a big effort in on this second half.
New South Wales have got a problem. It is Craig Gower. Injured. Not looking like he'll be back. Lamb. Jason Smith. 25 away from the Blues line. Now a penalty goes to the Maroons.
One over there, that one's yours.
This is his own business. And he's got him in the air again. He's got him up again. Singh, Tallis. That's where they're at. Tallis is injured, is he?
I think we've got a high tackle here, Ray. Kosef the man.
He couldn't miss it, could he? 12 metres out. Flags up. Oh, they breathed a sigh of relief. With New South Wales, loose head and feed. Daly. Oh, he's lost it. It'll be a penalty. Here comes the equaliser. Is this the leveller? Girdler, yes.
We're interested to see what part Anthony Mundine plays in the match from here on. Plenty of players tied out there. He could be the man to break the back for Queensland.
Rogers work. Yes, into touch. Oh, tremendous defence by the New South Wales side. Gower through to Fletcher. Fletcher, a metre from the line. Gower, a dummy and then back. Gower is held up in goal. So they will get the ball back, the Blues, from the ensuing scrum. Robbie Ross looks for Johns. Here comes the shot. There it goes.
Missed it.
And it's away. It's away to the left of the uprights.
Well, that's what Origin can do to you.
5 tackles gone. They haven't done a great deal with it. Lamb goes for a long drop kick, and it drops about 10 metres short. Robbie Ross then returns it. Back they go for Matt Rogers.
Oh.
Matt Rogers, the hand goes up. The hand is up. It's 1 point. Queensland are in front.
Perfect balance from Rogers. Nothing wrong with that right leg as he provides the balance for the left drag through, straight between the posts.
John looking inside, going out. Terry Hill down the rail of the ground, and Saylor makes the tackle. 42 metres out from the Queensland line. Mundine swamped by the defence. Johns taken by Fittler, flying high. Barnhill, inside ball for Girdler. Put away, 40 away. 5 tackles gone, they wouldn't go for it from here. Fittler shaped for it. Johns gives it for Ross. Ross back for Johns. Now Queensland have got it. Lazarus rolling the wagon to within 32 metres. Johns, Fittler, Ross. Now they're 25 away. Brad Fittler himself for the drop goal, and it's wide again. They've had 2 shots at it. Twice they've come back with nothing.
With all due respect, Ray, I've got no doubt that Andrew Johns is a much better drop kicker than Brad Fittler.
So the Blues, with an overlap on the right of the ground, they get it back on the inside, and Darren Smith pulls off a tackle that had to be made. Now it's along the line. Ricketson, Geyer, Matt Geyer held and put down. Now the arms are in the air.
He's knocked on.
He has knocked the ball on. I think some of the Queenslanders thought that the siren had sounded. As far as Chopper Close and Tony Carroll are concerned, it's over. The clock says it's over now. Queensland have won. The Maroons have won the opener. 9 points to 8. It's lived up to its birth of 20 years ago. It just keeps doing it. It might not have been the best Origin game we've ever seen. A lot of mistakes, a lot of frustration, a lot of impatience. But 9 points to 8. The Maroons return to the winners list.
Robbie Ross at fullback, McDougall and Matt Geyer on the wings, Ryan Girdler and Terry Hill the centre pairing, Laurie Daly is at 5'8", he loves being there, Andrew Johns at halfback, Brad Fittler is the lock forward and the captain.
It's Kevin Walters. Well done, Kevy. Captain's Queensland tonight. Paul Green at halfback, Jason Smith lock forward, Chris McKenna, Gordon Tallis in the back row, with Craig Greenhill, Jason Hetherington and Shane Webke in the front row positions.
So here they are, led out by Kevin Walters, his first time at the head of the Queensland side. A very proud moment for the 31-year-old. In fact, the oldest player in the Maroon side is Kevin Walters. And as I said, it's something that he will never forget. He's been a great ornament, a great rugby league exponent and ambassador for Queensland. So there they are. They're out there with Brad Fittler at the head of proceedings, captaining the Blues for the 8th time. His record reads 3 victories and 4 losses. And the Blues going to the left of the stadium, heading off towards the northern end of the Stadium Australia here tonight. Brad Fittler, the young captain. Youngest ever, in fact, to play for Australia, Brad Fittler. Stephen Clark represents the 15th referee to have conducted a State of Origin match. Starting 20 years ago, back in 1980. They've played 20 times in Sydney, and that has worked out at 10-all. So this is match 21 in Sydney for the Harvey Norman State of Origin Game 2, 1999. As I said earlier, Spud Carroll coming back for the first time 2 years down the track in rep football with a big run. And now his front row partner, Rodney Howe. Tallis there to meet him with Webke as we come away from the 20-metre line. This is Fletcher, put down on his own 20. So it's Johns now going wide, finding Daly. They immediately try and get round him. Girdler's making a great run. Support coming on his inside. Robbie Ross is away. Robbie Ross is going to make it. Robbie Ross is over. New South Wales are in. First set of 6. An amazing start for the Blues. They have gone right around Queensland, and a sensational try. Girdler breaking into space off a Daly special, and then it was Robbie Ross, I feel, who's come in wide in the back line.
Yeah, put this one down for Wayne Pearce. It was just a great set move. They sent some decoys through. The cutout pass travelled 20 or 30 metres. Ryan Girdler's first touch in the run on side. He runs 40 metres. And Robbie Ross is a great support player. He's got 15 tries in the season proper. He gets the first tonight. Lovely little offload there from Laurie Daly onto Ryan Girdler. He split Darren Smith and Matt Rogers. And 42 seconds into this match, the New South Wales team take the lead.
Yeah, well done, Wayne Pearce. He's watched tapes. He's spotted a weakness out there early in their defensive pattern in the tackle count. And Robbie Ross finishes off a fantastic try. I've never seen anything like it. It might even be the quickest Origin try. It would have to be. Absolutely brilliant stuff from New South Wales. And the timing of the pass from Girdle back on the inside of Ross was very important. Everything was done perfectly.
I would imagine that Wayne Pearce and the New South Welshmen have been dreaming of that since Suncorp Stadium a fortnight ago, and Girdler converts a try that he took a big part in. A play over towards the eastern side of the ground as it goes through to a second receiver, and Fletcher able to stand and offload. Cross F for Johns. Johns away. Then taken by Terry Hill. And Hill is put down just on his own side of halfway. Terry Hill and Gordon Tallis having a bit of a dust-up as they go infield. Fittler and Johns combining before finding Girdler. Darren Smith comes out of the deep and puts him away, and the scuffle continues to be broken up by Laurie Daly. Johns puts a kick in. Saylor goes back to help his fullback, Robbie O'Davis. It is O'Davis who comes beyond the 20-metre line, his own end of the park.
And both teams have shown their intentions very early. New South Wales quite prepared to throw the football wide as the Maroons get their first penalty, another play the ball infringement. While Queensland have shown they want to play field position. We saw Kevin Walters kick long and deep early in their tackle count. Fortunately, this little scuffle between Hill and Tallis, it didn't escalate.
Probably hurt Daly more than he did the ball carrier. Now they've gone through to Walters, and Walters puts a kick in, heading down into the bottom corner, and it'll be urgent from McDougall. Out of who? Beautiful work down there on the bottom corner from Rogers and McDougall, and that cameraman who's absolutely been poleaxed in performing his task. The Blues set it up on the left of the ground, and it's with Johns and a dummy to Fittler. They go over to Fletcher. The pass has gone backwards, scooped up brilliantly by Johns. Daly puts a kick in over the head of Robbie O. O'Davis puts it over the dead ball line. It is a line drop out for these.
Yeah, they're really playing well, the Blues. A lot more second phase play tonight, especially players like Rodney Howe and Brian Fletcher offloading in tackles. Nick Kossoff doing his job as well.
And he's taken down by Fittler, who is troubled by that groin. He will see a specialist on Friday, and I'm led to believe we'll have the operation as early as next week. So Sydney City, I doubt that Fittler would have it next week, though, with the Origin coming up. But Sydney City are bound to be without him for a period. Rogers down the right of the ground and pulled down again by that man, Robbie Ross. but Queensland on the attack now. Here's Jason Smith, here's Paul Green. Green is held just inside the 10, and 5 tackles are gone. The Maroons looking for Jason Smith, and here he is losing his footing, but it's a penalty. Penalty going to Queensland. So 4 from 4 at Suncorp, and now he's got 1 from 1 at Stadium Australia.
Just at the moment, the oomph has gone out of the attack from New South Wales as Andrew Johns chips and finds a bit of space, and leading the race again, Robbie Ross puts it on the toe.
Good chance for New South Wales. Queensland backpedaling, but Rogers is back there. The New South Wales 40-metre line with the New South Wales defence dropping off. Kevin Walters, a beautiful ball. Jason Smith, support is coming, but he gets it away on the right, and Rogers goes in. Rogers has scored for Queensland. I thought Jason was going to pass it left to his brother Darren, but he went to the right, and Matt Rogers has gone in to get another Queensland try, and in fact he's got all the points in the Origin series so far.
Yeah, great ball from Kev. He held them up on the inside, then there was plenty of space out there, and he had to get it out wide, and Girdler made a mistake, the defensive error made by him. I've got to say, New South Wales hit a wall about 5 minutes ago, and they are really struggling at this stage.
Now from 21 out, 5 metres in from touch. What a great kick! That's a terrific conversion of his own try. Queensland are in front by 2. Rain increasing and driving down as Walters puts a kick in. A relieved captain now that the scoreboard shows in his advantage. Robbie Ross had to pick it up, and then he dived for cover.
And he's lost it.
He's lost the ball. This will be interesting.
Well, I just think it's a New South Wales mistake, Ray.
Just lost the ball.
That's exactly right. They just lost the ball. It was an absolutely perfect kick.
O'Davis wide, Green, a kick to the air, and a test for McDougall again. Rogers is up above the pack, but he's lost it. And it's coming back to the 20-metre point for the restart.
Well, I think he's lost it because he's just not fit. He's playing on dead set one pin out there at the moment, and I think the injury has really taken its toll on him, Matty Rogers.
Tuvey goes away to Johns. Johns on for Fletcher. Fletcher inside for Daly. Daly back again to Johns. Johns away. Intercepted, no. Saylor couldn't get a catch on it. 6 more tackles. Geyer is with it and tackled. 8 metres away from the Queensland line. Tuvey there. Stephen Clark remembers to nullify the tackle count. Tuvey, you can see the uprights. There in front of him, 3 metres away. Johns dummies to one side, goes the other. Michael Vella is with it, and he's taken to ground. Time-consuming, letting Queensland set up their defence. Daly punches it. Daly's over. That is a try. Laurie Daly scores a representative try on farewell in front of a Sydney crowd. 10-8. The Blues over Queensland with 6 of the first half to go.
And there is dead set no player out there who deserves this try more than Laurie Daly. It's almost like Wayne Pearce has said, you're only playing half a game. Do your best. Well, he's taken an inside pass there. It was the second set of 6 in a row. Wendell Saylor had given them another set of 6 after missing the intercept. And Daly,
from a similar position to where he converted the Robbie Ross try, and he's got this one. Haven't we got some magnificent goal kickers? 12-8 New South Wales. A chance for Queensland to go back to the lead. Tallis hits the uprights and bounces back. And the aerials coming from the Goodyear blimp tonight as it comes away for Tallis. Off the feet of a New South Wales player. Fiddler's into the space. They're going to run him down. He'll get to the halfway line and then pull down about 5 metres into Queensland's territory. But now Queensland trying to regather. Girdler, Kosef, Johns. Johns cut out. Daly with it. Over the 40. Pass back inside for Terry Hill. He can unload if he can see a support, but he takes it to ground. Tuvey now. A little scurry away from dummy half. That takes them 25 metres out from the line. Robbie Ross goes into dummy half. There's the aerial picture as Kosef or Fletcher runs it to the 10-metre line. He will play the ball now. They're right in the centre of the park. They set it up on both sides. Johns goes back. Vella runs to the right. Vella stands, offers the ball. Then it's with Fiddler. Fiddler gets it away. It went forward. And the ball to ground. He'll put a scrum down. And it'll be a Queensland loose head and feed.
It's a cruciate ligament damage. He will not be back. Ben Ikin will take over the goal kicking for the Queensland side.
Saylor. And a complete break by Saylor. Saylor put down eventually a shoulder from Robbie Ross.
this second half, haven't got it over the line, and Paul Green. It's a pretty good kick away in between the fullback and the winger, and one of them is going to have plenty of work to do in one moment.
Well, Wendell Saylor was the only one down there, and he's done a magnificent job.
Look, we gave him a rap a minute ago, Ross and Gaia, but on that occasion they ambled back. They didn't get in a position. If Gaia had sprinted and got back on the other side and allowed Ross to pick the football up, they could have got out of there.
One player struggling is Andrew Johns. He's right under the sticks there. He's hobbling around on one leg.
And it is with Walters now. Walters back on the inside for Tallis. And Tallis sprinting down. There's the fifth tackle now. That earlier call certainly wasn't anything like 4 or 5. The ball rolled into the in goal. Robbie Rosso! He has taken a calculated gamble. It's paid off for him.
Oh, and Jabba the Hutt sits back down, Big Choppy. I'll tell you what, he did really well. He made the tackle before. He was marker. He had to sprint back. He was hoping it went over the in-goal line. It did with his assistance in the end.
Really well-received penalty. Oh, where's Carroll again? But down. Knocked back anyway. Still down, Carroll.
Carroll cannot get up. He's down and taken the count. This was the hit, the big fella. Now, was there anything illegal in it? As they come in, Hetherington got him with the point of the shoulder. Shoulder charge from Webke, nothing illegal that I can see. You reckon there was a cocked elbow? There was some concern for Mark Carroll. From Robbie Ross to the right for Johns, and Johns tries to bust them himself. He's pulled down by a desperation tackle from Jason Hetherington. Daly for Ross. Stand still football. Ross with a little chip. Oh, Lang had it, and then Ross tried to pinch it off him. Oh, Davis is away with it for Queensland to be tackled.
Exciting football, isn't it? Despite the wet conditions, that was a case of who wants it. So it's like a hot spud as they tossed it around. Oh, Davis looks like he's in some trouble.
This is how it happened. It is the right ankle. There's a big problem here for Robbie O'Davis. Fittler goes himself. Fittler throws a long pass. They've gone out to the right wing. Gaia goes slithering across, but the ball apparently has gone forward. The ball has gone forward, and the bench goes down again. That's 5 tackles gone for the Blues. Daly, a grubber kick, came off a Queenslander. It's with Green. The ball went backwards. He goes straight to the winger and picks up Ben Aiken. Aiken's gone into touch. So New South Wales will get a wonderful chance now.
They've got to get it in there.
So Johns, he goes to the air. They're underneath it, both sides. The bounce is there. A dive by Hill. He claims a try, but the touch judge said no. It went over the sideline. It came off Queensland, apparently, and is taking them back for a line dropout.
Watch for the kick again before the last.
So here's Jason Smith now, turning it back into the traffic zone. And it is Paul Green who's pulled down. Can Queensland pull off another miracle? It's been done before, but the ball has been lost. And that loses the game almost certainly for the Queenslanders. The series has been squared. So I think the siren has sounded. Yes, the jubilation is there. It's high fives all round. And a very relieved New South Wales coach, Wayne Pearce. The Blues are home in a scoreless second half. The series has been levelled and will go now to Suncorp Stadium in a fortnight. One of the wounded, Matt Rogers, Robbie O'Davis was another, and Adam McDougall another. A rather dejected Queensland coach. He, together with his 17, came here hoping to wrap up the series of 1999. New South Wales 12 then have defeated Queensland 8. The Maroons of Queensland are out there to be greeted by a capacity crowd on a dreadful night in Brisbane. They're huddled under any protection they can find. The boy from the Riverina of New South Wales. He started his origin career here back in 1989. A forgettable night, many would say. 36-6 they got beaten. And the Blues are out there to be met by a wave of booing from the Queensland crowd. Blows time on, and in 80 minutes from now, approximately, we will know which side is going to take out Series 18. Comes back to them. Carroll tackled on his own 10-metre line, first play of the night. Carroll already showing signs of injury in that tackle as Tooby takes the second play to settle it down. All players just getting a feel of things early in the game. New South Wales not frightened to offload deep inside their own territory. And for them to win Queensland, he's got to have a big one. Darren gets it off for Lamb. Lamb gets it away for Aiken. Chance for Queensland. And they're down 2 metres out from the line on 5. All hands on deck for the Blues now. As Tallis runs wide, gets the ball away. Smith on for Smith. Darren turns it back for Jason. He flick passes for Robbie. Robbie O'Davis for the corner into touch. Oh, what confidence. What confidence by Queensland.
Exciting stuff there from the Queenslanders. Jason Smith read that well. He saw there was a chance out there. In the end, Robbie went for the corner. But a great tackle forced him into touch.
Yeah, denied a try by his Newcastle teammate Andrew Johnson.
How much more can they withstand? It is Saylor now, beating 1, beating 2, standing in a third, and put away eventually over the top by Robbie Ross. Tuvey is tackling his stomach out. Lamb it is, holding it back. He kicks for Jason Smith, cleaned up by McDougall. As Hetherington dummies open side, goes blindside for McKenna to come down that side, and McKenna's into touch. One team attacking with all the field position. And then the others get a little sniff of it down the other end of the park, and they put the ball over the line. Here's Fletcher, a big game for him tonight. He's able to get it to within 5 metres of the line. Plays it back for Jeff Tuvey to go away for Andrew Johns. Johns throws it back. Daly, beautiful hands, Daly. They're in the Blues. They're over to score the Blues. The number 5, Matt Geyer, has gone in to score a try. New South Wales 4. Queensland yet to score. 10 minutes gone, and it's happened again.
You're a genius, Raps. You predicted it. That guy scores the try, but have a look at Laurie Daly. Has absolutely no right to catch that. And then when he catches it, draws his man, offloads beautifully to Terry Hill. He takes Wendell Saylor out of the play, and Matt Geyer an easy run to the line. But this take from Laurie Daly, it is absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, it was well set up, wasn't it? Well, a barnstorming run from Brian Fletcher, but the bottom line is, Pete, Queensland just did not have enough defenders out there. They had 3 against 5. It's just a matter of quick hands and drawing past situations. Terry does well on the end, and Matt Geyer, simple slide in for the first Blues try.
As McDougall comes in, he comes to the 20-metre line, turns and spins and gives it back for Mundine. Mundine for Johns, Johns for Daly. Daly away for Hill, catch and pass. Now it is Ricketson, Ricketson away for Geyer. Geyer pulled down by a second row of McKenna, but there's a forward pass back there and a chance for Queensland.
Got the last pass, it was forward.
Including David Ferner and Laurie Daly as Johns floats it. Hill is out there working down the right of the ground, where Saylor's called upon to make a tackle in company with Ben Aiken, who's still recovering from that knock he took earlier. They aimed that play at Ben Aiken as Johns puts a high kick up in the air, allowed to bounce, and picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy gets it away. Ricketson drops it, it's knocked on. It was a golden opportunity. It was basically walk up and take 6 points, and Ricketson has knocked on. Pressure again then for the Blues as Aiken runs away at 45 degrees to that bottom corner. Play towards the eastern side of the ground. Lockyer a dummy half. Webke is the runner. Easily 3-1 tackle, but pulled down in the last line of defence by Ricketson. Now New South Wales on their heels. Green is over. Paul Green is in. Try for Queensland. Paul Green, the number 16. Has gone over to score and level at 4-all. And
good luck to Paul Green. He's a great young bloke. Played half-back in the last game. Probably a little bit disappointed with his effort, but he slides through a couple of defenders. You can see 3 New South Wales players left on the ground, and it's all determination, holding the ball out in 2 hands, put the defence in 2 minds, and he bounces across.
Yeah, this is what Paul Green didn't do in his first game a couple of weeks ago. He didn't run the football. Well, you can see he's improved in confidence after that first run. A late call into the team, but, well, the Queenslanders, they love it.
And mistakes are going to cost tonight. On that occasion, unfortunately, Michael Vella putting the ball down at this end.
So the kick from Lockyer is there. Queenslander in front. Down on the Queensland 30-metre line. Oh, Carroll! Carroll has taken an enormous hit from Jason Smith. It is timeout, and Jason Smith called out by Stephen Clark.
It come up here and then it come up, mate. You got to get them down, all right? When where I was, I look. Hey! Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away!
Well, he should get away. They've got the penalty.
Get away! Get away! Get right
Girdler from 25 in. It's got the height. Has it got the direction? Yes. Flags go up. So does the scoreboard, and we are locked up. 12 metres away from the line. It's with Fletcher. Fletcher. Players in motion. The ball to ground. Kicked back by the Blues. Play on, says the ref. Girdler knocks on. Way for Lamb. Lamb to the right foot. Looking for Sailor on the left flank. Guyer's got plenty of time. Now will he get it back? He slides back into the field of play, and Stephen Clark has got it right.
Well, I think he might have knocked that on, Ray.
Well, maybe he did, but I was more concerned about did he get back into the field of play. Let's have a look at it. And I think you're right, Peter. Tooby then stands and offloads. Johns away for Daly. Daly for a drop goal. Watching Clark, he says no goal. No goal. So 6 points all with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Robbie O'Davis apparently after that infringed the rules and brought a penalty on his team. Here he is with the football now, the halftime siren sounding in the background. So a rather wasted exercise after all of that. The arguing, the pushing, the shoving. But 6 points all in this absorbing struggle being played in basically torrential rain here at Suncorp Stadium tonight. At half-time, we have got Queensland and New South Wales locked at 6-all. Second half about to get underway under the guidance of Stephen Clark, who's had, I would say by his own standards, a fairly average first half of football. A couple of glaring mistakes, which I personally think have balanced out in the final wash-up. This is Greenhill then on tackle one in the second half of play. 6 points all. The substitute acting half to level it up. Both goal kickers getting one success. Tallis with a trampling run. Just to the blue side of halfway. Tremendous effort by Tallis, the Churchill medalist from last year. Aikens handoff, successful for Greenhill. Greenhill for Darren Smith, then Robbie O'Davis. Back now for Jason Smith, and he'll be made to play the ball 15 metres away from the Blues line. Queensland then fanned out to the left of the ground, and a little kick through, some work to be done. McDougall touching down. Lamb then, a dummy to the right, goes back inside. McKenna, a handoff for Green, likewise for Wordkey, and he's down 3 metres from the line. Again back for Green, then Lamb, McKenna coming up on the right, the ball goes left, they're going in to score. Lockyer's over, the Queenslanders are in again. Another try for Queensland, brilliantly put together in the condition.
Somehow they got the ball out to where the numbers were. Matt Geyer trying to ruck the ball out, was hit by Paul Green. He's having a great game, Paul Green. And within the next set of 6, we see a tackle on Lamb. He gets a magnificent pass out to Ben Ikin, and a simple task for him to put it out to Darren Lockyer. But it's been all Queensland in the opening 3 to 4 minutes. And I said Lamb wasn't going to run.
Well, he has started the run. He's run the last 3 times. He's had the football. He's taken them on. On that occasion, he drew in 3 New South Wales players. 5 New South Wales players offloaded a sensational ball.
Yeah, well, they've got plenty of players who can score the tries, but they've virtually just got to knuckle down in defence and make sure they're playing at the right end of the field. Queensland kicking game is all over them at the moment.
All right,
Chance again here with Davis going infield. Lockyer combines. Lockyer gets it away. Darren Smith, big and tough, and he's put down a couple of metres from the line. 5th tackle, and the ball has come loose.
Yeah, 2 players in the tackle. McDougall took the football off Smith.
One of the stars has been Sailor, together with Tallis for certain, Paul Green. Jason Smith has been clever. Work for Mundine, he won't get it back, and he's tackled by O'Davis. And New South Wales have been put right under the screw. Looking down at the territory they're in, and Joey Johns has made a break. Johns has made a break, floats the ball. Geyer throws the ball infield, and Queensland have got it. Well, no sooner had Joey Johns made a mistake at the other end of the ground, and he reminds us of how elusive he is. Now Queensland with Tony Carroll. It's out with Nick Kossaff, who's met and pulled down by Jason Smith. Oh, no, it's not, it's Ben Ikin. Tooby then for Spud Carroll. Carroll to within 6 metres of the line. A chance for the Blues to get out of jail. Tooby now. Johns, It's catch and pass. McDougall. It's gone from Ross over for Johns. Johns away for Howe. Howe puts a kick in. Guy will score. The Blues are over. He wants to look at it. That guy has scored. He's confident.
Well, the only concern is offside. Rodney Howe's put one through. And Fatty, you think he's onside?
Well, I had a strong look outside when Howe got the ball. He feigned the kick and he ran on with it, and I thought that Guy was onside. Howe kicks.
Oh, he's a mile.
No doubt about it.
Mile onside. There's no need for any photo finish. Does he put it down safely? Puts it down gently. Matt Geyer gets his second try of the night.
There's a bit of green light. Can I ask a question here? I don't know whether there's extra time involved. Now, I don't think it is, so if it's a 10-all draw, my understanding would also be that Queensland retained the State of Origin title, having won it last year.
That's exactly right. So how important is this kick from Ryan Girdler?
Well, the pass from Daly was picked up on the second bounce by McDougall. What an effort by McDougall. I tended to agree with Steve Roach. He wasn't getting involved like Wendell Saylor. And Rodney Howe has never kicked anything better than that.
Oh, he's had a brain explosion, Rodney Howe, but it's worked.
Well, hang on, a couple of weeks ago, we saw Rodney Howe chip kick right down and put it away for someone to score. He's got a great kicking game.
But it's basically come about by a very, very bad pass from Laurie Daly. They've kept it going from there. Points on the board, present situation.
To go 2 points up with 9 minutes to go. He hits the ball, it's gone out to the right, and it's no goal. Johns putting it through the hands, Ferner away. Terry Hill puts a kick back into the centre of the ground. The ball bounces and Robbie O'Davis loses the ball. The Blues have got the advantage. With 20 metres to go and time 45 seconds on the clock. It's with Andrew Johns, and Johns has put down 12 metres out from the line.
One more to the post and a Daly field goal.
Tuvey gets it away for Rodney Howe. Howe is put down 5 metres out from the line. 30 seconds to go. Tuvey, goes to ground himself, and we're looking around for drop goalers. Daly, and where is the football?
It's gone to ground.
It's gone to ground, and it's with Queensland. One-on-one, the smiles come across the Queensland faces.
Well, the Blues field goal kickers, they were there like vultures. They were hanging around. Daly was there, Johns was there, Girdler was there.
And one of the stars of the game, Gordon Tallis, he hasn't finished his job at the office yet. Tallis has put down 30 metres out from his own line. Slowly does it for Queensland. They know they retain the trophy with a 10 points all draw. Saylor just refusing to be tackled. It's been a superb effort by Wendell Saylor, Gordon Tallis in particular. The siren has sounded. Mark Murray's team has won the series. They've retained the trophy in front of a capacity crowd at Suncorp Stadium in atrocious conditions. Tries for Green and Lockyer for Queensland. Lockyer got 1 goal from 2. And for New South Wales, 2 tries for Matt Geyer, and Ryan Girdler 1 from 3.